Okay. See, the second poem for this semester is The Quality of Mercy. And the poem, it is not exactly a poem, it is a speech given by one of the most important characters from the plays of William Shakespeare. The name of the character is Portia, 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 okay? Portia, Portia. She is the most important characters in the plays of William Shakespeare, that is The Merchant of Venice. So here, prior to going to the deep study of the poem, let me explain you the summary or the story of the play The Merchant of Venice. Okay, so that makes you to understand why the necessary, why there was a necessary speech, or the speech was necessary on the quality of mercy. Okay, see, in the play there may be many quotes, okay, or there may be many speeches, but why the quality of mercy speech become very famous, and still today it is as green as no, the leaves. Okay, so if you have a book and pen with you, please write down the names that I am going to dictate. Otherwise you are going to face the confusion. Okay, so please take down the book and the paper, sorry, the pen. Write down each of the characters name that I am going to dictate now. Okay, so first comes the character Shylock. You don't look over the screen which is displayed on your computer or on your mobile phone. Okay, because that is the summarized, that is a consolidated summary. Now I am going to explain you the deep summary of the play. So the first character is Shylock, Shylock. Shylock. He was a Jewish or the Jewish businessman. Jewish. 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 Okay. Shylock was a Jewish businessman. These Jewish people always they had a controversy or fightings, or they face many problems with Christians. It may be the Protestant Christians, or it may be the Catholic Christians. Okay, they may be Roman Catholics, or they may be Protestant Christians, whoever they, but they face much difficulties. Okay, they the both the religions, both the communities are fighting to each other. The reason is Christians believe that Jewish has killed or murdered Jesus Christ. So remember, Christians believed that Jewish, okay, the whole community of the Jewish community has killed or murdered their main God, that is Jesus Christ. Okay, since then, since the death, okay, since the death of Jesus Christ, they have been they have been keeping a kind of a discussed thing, or they never like they started avoiding these Jewish people. Okay, so that went on. Okay, the process of hating each other, that went on, and though it is 16th century, the same system what they had followed was continued. So here Jewish never liked the Christian, and Christian never liked the Jewish. So, but what happened? This Shylock had a daughter. Shylock had a daughter. She eloped with a Catholic Christian man. Okay. So Shylock had a daughter, and she eloped with, eloped means bhag kar jane ka. Okay. Means after some love affairs, she eloped herself with a Christian man. Fine. So that made him to struggle a lot, and he faced many insults in the society. So this made him to be very angry over the Christians once again. So in the okay, Venetine city, means in the Venice city, there was another businessman. His name was Antonio. Okay, along with Shylock, there was another businessman. His name was Antonio. 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 Okay. So this Antonio was very gentle. He was a very gentleman. He was very formal, casual, and humble person. Okay. See, Shylock was a businessman, and also he used to give some amount of money to everyone in the form of loan, and for that he was charging some interest, okay, to get profit. So later, when uh, Antonio goes him to approach to get some amount of money, and it should be in the form of loan. So here, Antonio's friend Bassanio. Antonio's friend name is Bassano. See, remember the first character that I have told you about, Shylock? He was a Jewish businessman, okay, and he hates Christians very much. His daughter also eloped with a Christian man, so that made him to hate them more much. And later, the second character is Antonio. Antonio is also a businessman in the state called Venice. Okay. He was the opposite character of Shylock. As I have explained to you, Shylock was very cruel because he was lending money to many people, but as the form of the profit, he was charging some great interest for them. Okay, if he has given 10,000 money to somebody, in return they should pay him back 20,000 or 30,000. Okay, so it was the amount of profit. So later, but Antonio was a very gentle man. He never did such worse things with the society people. Okay, he was known for his humbleness. He was known for his own the great quality nature. So this Antonio was also running his own business, and he had a very good close friend, that is Bassanio. Bassanio was a young Venetian of a noble rank. Venetian means a person who stays in Venice city. Like a person from India is Indian, okay? A person from America is American. In the same way, he was living in Venice, so he has become a Venetine, okay? So Venetine noble rank means he was belonging to the highest family of the Venice city, okay? He was from the palace family. He was from the aristocratic family. He was from the royal family. Okay, so Bassanio was a young Venetine of a noble rank. He wishes to woo the beautiful and the wealthy heiress Portia of Belmonta. Okay, Belmonta is also the name of the city. This Bassanio is willing to or wishing to get married with Portia. She is the beautiful and the wealthy heiress. Heiress means a person who continues their parental property, okay, or it comes in the form of hereditary. So that is, she was the heiress of one of the, again, royal families of London. So the place is Belmonta. But in order to complete his marriage procedure, he needs 3,000 ducasta. Okay, it is a currency. Ducasta is what? Currency. Okay, so having squandered his estate, he needs 3,000 ducastas of to subsidize his expenditures as a suitor. Bassanio, he approaches his friend Antonio. He was a wealthy merchant of Venice. Okay, he was previously, means Antonio previously had repeatedly bailed him out. Antonio agrees, but since he was a cashless man, he was a cash poor. In the hands, he did not have cash, because he had some great ships, and they went for some business. Okay, and when they returned, only then he was going to have handful of handsome money into his hands. Okay, so here Antonio agrees, but since he is a cash poor, his ships merchandises are busy at sea to triplize. Triplize means they went on three journeys. Triple means, see, um, double, triple, single, double, triple. Okay, so these ships, what he had, those went on voyage. Voyage is what, sea journey. Okay, ships cannot move. Okay, or they cannot run on the roads, or they cannot fly on the sky. So here ships were on the voyage. His ships and merchandise are busy at sea to tripolize the Indies, Mexico, and England. So his ships went to Indies, Mexico, and England. Antonio promises to cover a bond if Bassanio can find a lender. So what Antonio did, however, you have come for my help. Sorry, you have come to me to get help of me. So I don't return you in the empty hands. He asked him that you find a suitable man who gives you some amount of money in the form of loan. So when I will get the profit amount from my business, I will return him the amount. So here, Bassanio finds out and turns out the Jewish moneylender Shylock, and the names Antonio as the loan's guarantor. Okay, so Antonio has become a loan guaranteed person. Okay, he has become a bond between this Shylock and this Bassanio. In case Shylock fails to pay back his amount, Antonio has to, sorry, in case Bassanio fails to return back the amount, Shy, Antonio has to pay. Shylock is a money lender. He is giving money to Antonio and Bassanio. Actually, it is for Bassanio because Bassanio wants to get married with Portia. Okay, so in order to complete or in order to fulfill all the expenditures, marriage expenditures, he is asking loan from Shylock. Okay, so the Shylock is lending loan to Bassanio, and Antonio has become the witness proof for the loan. In case Bassanio fails to pay back their loan, it is on the shoulders of Antonio that he has to pay. So it so happens that because of some seasonable problems and some problems in the weather condition, uh, the ships of the Antonios will not reach on time. Okay, so when Shylock was lending money to this Antonio and Bassanio, he made a rule, okay, or a kind of agreement among them. So what was the agreement? Shylock told to Antonio and Bassanio, remember this, this is a turning point to the whole play, that Shylock made a agreement between Antonio and himself. If Antonio fails to pay his amount back on the given time, okay, if Antonio fails to pay back his amount on the given time without any mercy, okay, without any mercy, Shylock is going to take the flesh. Okay, flesh means a part of the body. Okay, so Shylock is going to take the flesh from the body of Antonio. Okay, if they are paying, if Shylock is paying 3,000 ducastas to Antonio. Okay, so Shylock is going to take the same equal amount of flesh, body flesh, okay, mamsa, okay, or body flesh from the body of Antonio. Okay, unfortunately, Antonio never receives his ships back on time. Okay, as per the agreement details, as per the bond detail, Shylock was ready to take the flesh from the body of Antonio. So the case went till to the court. Okay, so the case went till to the court. There, here, most interestingly, this Portia, she disguises herself as a lawyer. Even Antonio and Bassanio don't know that Portia is a lawyer who is dealing with the case in the court. So she was the most voice and the very quick, uh, understanding lawyer. We can name her as a beauty with brain. Okay, so how she fights in the court and how she gives a convincing speech to Shylock, because she tells Shylock, she convinces him that, see, uh, and now I will pay, instead of Antonio, I will pay you the amount, the remaining amount, how much it is balanced or the exact accurate amount, it will be paid by me. So you don't do nothing. You do nothing to Antonio. You please leave him. Okay. But here Shylock, he doesn't listen to the words of uh, uh, Portia, because he know pretty well that he has good amount of money with him. He was not luxury or very greedy, eager about the money which would be given by Antonio and Bassanio. But the thing is that he wanted to trouble these Christians, because, as I have told you, that they have been troubling the Jewish since the time of the death of Jesus Christ. Okay, and also his daughter has been eloped with a Christian man, so this made him to hate Christians very much. Furthermore, but now when Portia is requesting Shylock to take his case back, and when he refuses, okay, and when she gives a long prologue speech regarding quality of mercy, how the mercy should be, but Shylock, he never changes his mind. Okay, he never changes his decision. Okay, so when after giving a long prologue speech, like she says that what is mercy, how the mercy should be, even the God is very merciful, so the mercy is doubly, it is twice blessed, because the person who gives the mercy, he is also blessed, and the person who is blessed with the mercy, he is also blessed. So the mercy is like a god, and when the society or the whole universe is full of mercy, it is more, comparatively it is more like heaven. Am I audible to you? Yes, may I get the answer? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you there? Are you understanding? Are you following what I am saying?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, are you making the note of each of the characters?
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you don't understand the speech, because in the textbook they have not analyzed it deeply regarding the play. So please go through the words or the summary what I am dictating here. Okay. So well, coming back to the story. So Portia, as how she is disguised herself as a lawyer, she requests, okay, she keeps a request letter or a request speech as a quality of mercy before Shylock to leave Antonio not to cut any flesh from his body. But he never listens. Okay. So he says that there is an agreement, there is a bond between us. So as per the rule, okay, I have to take flesh from his body, and court will also do nothing to him, because it has already been written in the agreement, and even Antonio and Bassanio both have signed there. So whereas the person who is giving his flesh, he doesn't have any problem, so how can the court will ask it? Okay. So this was a great thing with which too pridely Antonio was smiling. So Portia asked him to read the bond letter many a time. Okay. And he said that this bond is made by me, I have written this bond with my own handwritings. Okay. So it myself has framed this bond. Okay. So why should I read many a time? So she says that, see, have you read the bond very clearly? She asked Shylock once again. He said that I have written and I have read it very clearly, and I don't have any doubts on this, because it is written by me, and as per this I can easily take the flesh from the body of Antonio, and no one will ask me. So she asked him, and again she asked him regarding this bond. Okay. He says that I am like agreed with everything. So she puts him a question. See, here this question is very important. Okay. It is extremely wonderful. This brings the real capacity of a lawyer, and also how William Shakespeare also has acted as a criminal lawyer. Okay. So here you can see the scene now. Okay. This is Shylock. This man, okay, is Shylock. You can see a knife is, he is holding a knife in his hand. Sorry, see, and he is holding a knife in his hand, and here it is a judge. Okay, he is going to write the judgment. So Portia is requesting him not to cut flesh from the body of this Antonio. She is asking him, have you read this bond many a time? The letter what she is holding in the hand, that is the bond. Okay. He says that I have read it many a time. See, behind her there are two guys. Okay. You can see here. You just observe my cursor or the mouse point. Okay. Behind Portia, there are two guys here. This is Antonio and Bassanio. This is Portia. This is Judge. And this is Shylock. She's asking him that have you read it? And he said that many a time I have read it. And later she tells him that I will go according to your bond, as you said that you have to take, or you are very willing to take a flesh, okay, from the body of this Antonio, and only this much is written in the bond. Okay. If he doesn't pay back the amount on time, and I can, without any mercy, I can take the flesh from the body of Antonio. So she tells him that you are agreed. Okay, you are permitted to cut his body part, or take the flesh from his body, but you should not make to sore, or a single drop of blood should not be poured on from his body. See how wonderful question she keeps there. Okay, she tells Shylock that if you are permitted to take a pound of flesh from his body, but a single drop of blood should not be poured, okay, or flowed from his body, because that is not written in the bond. Okay, when you cut the flesh, the blood should not be flown there. Okay, there should not be no bleeding from his body. Okay, so in such a way, you have to cut a pound of flesh from his body. So this troubled him a lot. He was, shocked. Okay, he started shivering. So he started, giving a weird smile. He said that how it is possible, only for the sake of some joke, okay, and only for the sake of some game, I have written such kind of a bond, okay, and this is not very necessarily serious. I can take the money back which is given by Antonio, and I will leave him. So he starts changing his talks now. See, remember, Portia becomes very intelligent here. She asks Shylock to cut, if you want to cut the flesh from the body of Antonio, you are permitted to cut, but a single drop of blood should not be poured from the body of Antonio. Okay, so this was the condition that Portia has kept before Shylock. So the Shylock was, shocked, and he shivered very much there. So later, after that, the play goes on, and we don't need the later summary of the play. So here, so let's go to the speech now. Have you understood on what point the speech comes in the play? So Shylock leaves Antonio. Shylock pays him, sorry, Antonio pays him amount, but court gives the best judgment that Shylock should be imprisoned, and all the property what the Shylock was having, it should be written on the name of his daughter. Okay, the lady who has eloped with a Christian man. Fine. So this is about the Merchant of Venice, a short summary of the half play, and later we shall discuss about the poem now. Just a second. Are you understanding what I am saying? I am asking you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So have you understood the summary?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. That summary is not necessary for the examination point of view. That is a support. Okay. That is a background summary in order to understand the speech which is given by Portia to Shylock. See, this speech, okay, the quality of mercy, it is a speech, okay, extracted or taken from one of the greatest comedies of William Shakespeare, that is the Merchant of Venice. Merchant means a businessman, okay. So merchant is what? A businessman. So the story of the businessman of Venice, okay, the merchant of Venice. So here, this is a speech given by Portia to Shylock to convince him not to take the flesh from the body of Antonio. Okay, so let's see about the speech, and there are some archaic words. Okay, what is the meaning of archaic? Yesterday I have told you, ARCHAIC, ARCHAIC, archaic words. What is the meaning of the word archaic? Yesterday I have told you. Archaic means old words. Okay, old English words. For example, we have here the words like blessed, BLEST, blessed. Okay, and strained means constrained. Then the words like enthroned. Okay, then doth, DOTH, doth. So these are all what old English words. What is the present form of the words of blessed is bless. Okay, strained is constrained, doth is does. Fine. So let's see about the speech now. So today and tomorrow, it will be the last class for this poem. Tomorrow I will discuss the exact meaning and also the question answer of the poem or the speech. The quality of mercy is not strained, it dropped. Okay, so if you have a pencil with you, you can write the exact meaning of each of the words. Dropped means drops, drops, drops. Dropped is again an archaic word, it is an old English word. Okay, dropped is a term for drops. Okay, drop is an old term for drops. The quality of mercy is not constrained. It drops as the gentle rain from heaven upon the place beneath. Okay, so what Portia gives, Portia says to Shylock here is quality of mercy. Okay, mercy means karune. That is not constrained. That should not be forceful. Okay, we cannot impose on anybody to be very merciful, or without any with imposition we cannot ask somebody to be very mercy. Okay, so it is not constrained, it should be very natural. How natural it is like how rain falls from the sky. Okay, how it rains from the sky and how it naturally touches mother earth or beneath the place. Okay, down to the earth. So how naturally the rain falls or it rains, in the same way, in such natural way, the mercy should come. Okay, the mercy should overcome from the bottom of your heart. It should not be brought forcefully. Are you understanding? The mercy, it is means the mercy is twice blessed. Okay, how the mercy is twice blessed, how it blessed him that gives. The person who gives the mercy, okay, from him it is blessed. And the person who takes it, if I am merciful on you, I am also blessed and you are also blessed. So in such a way it is twice blessed. This is, okay, mightiest in the mightiest. Okay, this mercy is greater than greatest of the greatest. Okay, it is powerful of everything. So this, okay, it is, tis is it is. What does the word it is mean? Mercy. Okay, mercy is mightiest in the mightiest. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. Okay, so the throned monarch, mercy is greater than the throned monarch. Okay, than his crown. See, the throned monarch better than his crown. It becomes the throned monarch better than his crown. Mercy is greater than a king. Throned monarch, throne is what? Simhasana. Okay, where the king sits, and monarch is a king. So this mercy is better than his crown. Crown means the kirita which he wears. Okay, or the a kind of a crown, a royal crown which is owned by him in order to show the royalty of his family. So his scepter shows the force of a temporal power. Scepter is Rajadanda. Always this all Rajas or the monarch or the kings, they are holding a kind of a stick, okay, a long stick in his hand. So that is what a scepter mean. Okay. So this Rajadanda or a scepter, it is a temporal, it is very temporary. So he may hold this scepter into his hand only till the death of his life, okay, or himself. So after that it will be held by his son or some other people. Okay, so that is not a permanent thing, but the mercy is permanent thing. All the good things, all the good deeds what he did in his lifetime, it is countable. Okay, so here the scepter shows the force of temporal power, the attribute to awe and majesty, wherein does sit the dread and the fear of things. Okay, so here the attributes to awe and the majesty. Awe means what? Glory. Majesty is also the glory. Okay, the attribute or the quality or the character of mercy is glory. Okay, but what is the sign of this kingship? It is the dread and fear of the kings. But mercy is about this scattered swee. Swee means like swinging of Rajadanda or the scepter. Okay, mercy is above the scepter sweep. It is enthroned in the heart of the kings. See, every king is, you in the world we had many kings. Okay, and only some kings are known for their great works. So usually, there is a question: who is the king of kings? The person who is enthroned, so mercy from their heart. Enthroned means hridaya samhasana. Okay, so this mercy should be enthroned from the heart of their kings, and it is a quality of God. If the universe is full of this mercy, the universe will very sooner become a heaven. So this is what the summary of the poem in detail. Again tomorrow I will discuss, and also I will discuss the question answers regarding the poem. Start inserting your roll number. Hardly we have 1.5 minutes. Be quick. Are you understanding the poem? I'm
Yes,
asking
ma'am.
you. Nayanashri, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, are you understanding? Are you following the words that I'm saying?
Yeah, ma'am, I'm following it.
Okay. So have you understood the background summary of the poem?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any student, if you have any doubts or questions regarding this, you can message me. How about other students? Are you following it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How was the summary?
Yes, ma'am.
The background summary of the play, was it good?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am.
The same play has become a movie. You can watch. It is available on YouTube. On the same name, The Merchant of Venice. Fine. Have a good day. Those who have inserted your roll number, you can leave the meeting.